Anyone else have a question?
As somebody who likes throwing icons at you, graphically speaking, is there any chance that some of the new textures or stuff will be inserted into the game before you hit this stuff?
The problem is with a lot of the new texture work the artists are doing, it's built specifically to support the new engine. If we put those textures in the game right now, you really wouldn't see any difference. It might be a little more high res, it might be a little bit better, but it's not kind of shiny as we can provide. Putting them in right now, it's not going to make any difference in terms of what you guys see. There are some texture changes that are being done, like the excellent work that Laurie is doing for us in Montreal, that we'll probably put in before the engine goes live. But most of the work the artists are doing right now aren't really suited for what we have running at the moment.
Because I noticed in some of the missions, some of the textures that have bumped up with that new texture, and it did make a difference.
Yeah,
visually made a difference.
Yeah, Tony Master went through about a year or so ago and updated some of the tiles with the new engine in mind, and wanted to go ahead and try to put them in just to see how it would work in the old client. And yes, it does make a very nice difference. It does.
I mean, you might say it doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but speaking as an artist, it made a difference. I know
it
it's
does
people
help,
notice.
and you'll notice it because of the higher resolution. It's practically double the res of the old textures that were in there. But you'll see an even bigger difference once the engine comes. It will have the spec of the normal maps and all the good lighting inside of it as well.
Yeah, the reason I was asking that is because you were kind of talking about having both engines running concurrently at one point.
Yes.
So you're going to have to put them in anyway. You can't give it to us now.
That's the plan. Is we're going to have the two engines because we took hardware profiles from everybody as they logged in, and the analysis that we were seeing at the beginning. The engine has been off. The new engine has been through some optimization phases since.
Remember, we have a minimum system requirement optimized here that we can test on. It's only 11 years old. It's only 11 years old, my computer. If it runs AO, you're fine.
But anyway, the number that we saw of the people that if we just ran the one client that would be left behind was far too big to be acceptable. I was between 15 and 25% by estimates. And when we have a group, a tight community, it's like who would it be okay for me to take 15% of you and say, I'm sorry, you can't play anymore. So that's another part of the reason that things took time. Trying to make things so that it works in the new version and trying to make things so it's reverse compatible with everything. There's going to be 2 resources for pretty much everything in the game. The client's going to get significantly bigger, so it's a good thing disk space is cheap. But it's it's going to be something else. New textures, there's about approximately 425 playfields in Enemy Online. It's enormous. We really kind of take for granted how many different spaces there are. Run through a door, different room, run out of the door, different playfield. Run from Shadowlands, that Shadowlands playfield was split into a bunch of zones. 425 playfields. So when the new engine launches, just so nobody's got a kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? The expectation that absolutely every single thing in the game is going to be new. I don't want you to have that expectation. The new lighting is going to make a big difference in the way you view the world, and the way that the textures are processed is going to definitely help. But we're going to have to be taking larger sections of the game and updating them as time goes by. So there might be a old Athens patch, and then the next one, as the artists get to work their way through all of those resources, might be the Sector 42 patch.
You guys will get a chance to see today where we show up some of the new resources they've recreated. We've got Borealis in today, and
We're looking at Montreal today. I think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Stuff.
If we're taking 10 or 15 of you away at the time, you're not coming back, then you can worry.
We must preserve the secret.
With the future, but I was just curious to know in recent years, what's the most difficult decision you had to make?
The most difficult decision we've had to make? Just for the camera, he was asking what the most difficult decision I've ever had to make was. Steak or chicken. Keep me low for fire, Gary Busey. That's a tough one. Actually, the members of my team make fun of me a lot because I like to think of myself as a reasonably intelligent man, but I have no short-term memory.
This is true.
So something that happened kind of 2 months ago, I don't really kind of remember it. I know that sounds really bad, and this is probably not going to be good on the internet. But it's one of the things that allows me to keep kind of working on the same project and dealing with the same issues a lot, is that I don't remember it over and over again. But toughest decisions, we've had a great many of them. Like the decision to support both the old client and the new client. I knew the entire player base was very much, kind of waiting for the new engine to come out, and I knew it was going to delay us quite a fair amount of time. But to look at it and say, okay, either we're going to do this or we're not, was adding a significant amount of time to the project and a significant more amount of money to get it complete. Making that decision was pretty tough, but it was one of those things where who do we leave behind? What's acceptable? But from a business perspective, that's a tough one to look at. But it's more a question of kind of customer loyalty over a long period of time. There's terrifying decisions we make on a weekly basis. We never know what's going to explode next. The game has been running for 10 years, but we still manage to find small little things all the time that blow up. Like on Monday, was it Monday this week? That who plays on Rubica 1? Who didn't get to play on Rubica 1 on Monday? As we had the dimension went down, and after doing some analysis and digging through everything, because we couldn't, when we bring it back up, it would just go right back down again. The original mission system was built sort of 10 years ago. Well, actually, it was repaired and made better by Enno a long time ago. It was made to hold a limited number of, you take a mission, that mission gets a unique identifier. It's associated with you forever. And it was, because these IDs are never being reclaimed by the system. There's 4.4 billion of these things. And you guys managed to run us out of IDs. So the server would go to get a new ID and be like a guy standing and looking at a blank cupboard when his wife just taught him or told him to go get something out of it. So the servers would hang and would stop. So our brilliant lead coder managed to figure out a way to get things back up. But this kind of stuff, it's pretty regular. It happens all the time. On yesterday, the heckler bet. Who noticed this? How many people got the heckler bet yesterday? Nobody. Oh, good, you missed out.
We're here.
Yeah, instead of it being a pet, it was just a monster that spawned. Ask who broke it.
Oh my goodness.
It was me. Everybody destroys the universe at some point, and someone was having lag issues with their client and clicked it like 100 times and went, crap, it's not working. Left the playfield, then came back. There's like 150 hectares running. And as soon as people notice that, hey, you know what's really cool? You can write things with these guys. So yesterday, while I was trying to prepare and get things ready to go to the biodome, we had to go in and insert stuff into the database and get quality assurance to check what had been done and talk with the community department to get things into the launcher and make sure everything was kind of people were told about it. And customer service was putting a site cast in the game. So that was yesterday afternoon. Things explode all the time. It's very, very easy to destroy the universe. So the decision thing, it's
Every day.
every single day. I've never had the opportunity before. I've worked on the same project for 7 years, and you just sort of look up from your desk one day and go like, wow, what year is it? Wow, are my kids big? When did that happen? It's pretty terrifying.